So I want to ask you guys a question today to start this video off, and maybe two questions, three questions. Number one, how many of you folks out there watching this channel, watching this video in particular, how many of you folks own a Porsche? How many of you own a Porsche, have owned a Porsche, have one on order, you'll own one here soon? That's the first question. The next question is, what would you say that you've done to put yourself in a position to be able to afford a luxury such as a Porsche, which, you know, we're going to consider this a luxury for the simple fact that there are less expensive vehicle options out there that, you know, many other people choose to go with. But I'm just kind of curious about the people who decided to go that route. What have you done to put you in a position to be able to do that? Which I noticed is funny. After I purchased a Porsche Macan GTS, I then started noticing how many other Porsche Macans are on the road. And I noticed that there's a lot of base model Porsche Macans, like just a Macan, not an S, not a GTS, not a turbo. And, you know, I would still consider that model to be a luxury for the price point, the entry level price point of it, but it is becoming a little bit more commonplace. But with that being said, what have you guys done to put yourselves in a position to be able to have Porsche ownership? And if you don't mind, what recommendations would you have for others who are looking to get in those positions to have the ability to purchase said luxuries? And I want to talk about this because I'm in the market. I'm searching Auto Trader. I'm looking around. I'm paying attention. We've got Greg Orr's Porsche of Destin here nearby that, you know, we visit on a regular basis as we're waiting for the new Greg Orr Porsche dealership to be built, I believe in Sandestin area, maybe Seaside. But I'm paying attention to what's going on in the market. I'm keeping my eye out. I kind of want to go 992, but then I'm also looking at a 991.2 just for the price point. But I'm also extremely focused on modability and power output, as I believe that I'm going to try to stick to a Carrera S. I don't think I need to go GTS. I'm not a huge turbo fan. And although I love GT3s, I want boost. I want to keep in with the turbocharged engine. So Carrera S, for the simple fact that more than likely I will be visiting Flat Six Motorsports and getting involved in some modifications, whether it be upgraded turbos and or tunes. Not 100% sure if we're going to go the route of methanol injection just yet or E85, but at the end of the day, I want to up the boost. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here because you guys can't see it, but there's an MK5 GR Supra that just drove by, and that's a tough one for me because I love Porsche, I do, but an MK5 GR Supra at its price point and in comparison, it's a two-seater. Although a 911 has a back seat, 2+2, we all know that it's extremely useless. But for the price point of an MK5 GR Supra and the capabilities of that B58 BMW engine, it's a tough call for me. Actually, you guys might see it. He's coming in. I guess he made a U-turn. You're going to see him drive through in the background here in just a minute. But oh, here he is. He's turning in this lane too. So, but the price point of that vehicle, the two-seater component of it, it's comparable, I believe, to a 911, a turbocharged 911. And for 50,000-60,000 bucks, I can get a 2020, 2021 GR Supra with a B58. And although it's an automatic ZF transmission, I was actually pretty impressed with it. I actually thought it was faster shifting than my F80 M3 competition, but that's a whole nother video. But for the price and potential of that vehicle, it really has me on the fence on whether or not I want to spend the money on a 911. Regardless, I'm in the market, I'm looking, but I also am involved in a lot of other things, a lot of other investments, a lot of other communities and groups and folks that I talk to, and they're all trying to figure out how to get there. Whether their ultimate goal is to purchase said luxury vehicle or if it's just to earn more money, this is a common question. And now today, a lot of folks have moved to the idea, the concept, the new lifestyle of self-employed contractors, so to speak. And rideshare is a big deal. And it's like, well, rideshare, if you like driving, doesn't seem like a bad idea. But over time, rideshare profitability has declined. And a lot of folks are now moving on to other ventures, being Uber Eats, Postmates, and now a big one is Walmart Spark. But I do fear that eventually Walmart Spark is going to have a decline, and it's not going to be what it once was, much like everything else. Once the market gets saturated and things like that, then it kind of diminishes things. You're working for tips. But is this the real answer? Is this the real answer? And then the other thing is, if you're doing these things while you're driving, you're not doing anything else. You're not being super productive, at least for the most part. Now, there are some people out there who are very smart with it, and they are resourceful, and they'll take these opportunities and use dash cams and other recording devices to double down on their efforts and then create content, which content is valuable. That's the whole reason why we're here. Whether it is because I'm creating the content or you're watching the content, the creation of content is valuable. And I remember watching Gary Vee years ago, and he said, whatever you do, you're if you're a rideshare, let's just say rideshare. If you're a rideshare, you're a marketing company that does rideshare. And that is the value of content creation, is the marketing side of it. He was onto it. He's smart, real smart guy. But what is the future? And if you are someone who's looking to get out of the rat race, looking to get out of 9 to 5, looking to quit your job, and or may have even lost your job already, and are trying to get to a point at which maybe you could afford that luxury, you could afford that Porsche, or just have the money available to do whatever you wanted to do with it, how do you get there? What is the best way to do it? And actually, a young man had mentioned the other day that he was getting involved with some life insurance affiliate programs that were paying him commissions on getting people to sign up for quotes and or agreeing to get the life insurance policies through these companies, which is a great idea. Life insurance is always, I think it's something that's probably always going to be in demand. And, there's a difference between term life insurance and then the actual cash value life insurance. That, again, whole nother topic. We're not going to get into that here. But, what is the future? What is the best way, let's just say, for the younger generation, the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings, to get themselves on the right path, the right track to be able to purchase that 911, that 718, that Macan, that Panamera, that Taycan? What's the best way to do it? And I have a few ideas. Most of them revolve around small business, and a lot of it has a lot to do with the marketing side of it, the marketing component, the paid promotion side, the affiliate marketing, content creation, YouTube, Google AdSense, pay partnership program is very valuable. But I kind of want to know what you guys think, especially now, because the market is shifting, the market is changing. Previously, real estate was a great way to do it, and real estate will continue to be a great way to do it, but everything has cycles, and you got to get in and get out at the right times and things like that. Stocks, crypto, other investments. Kind of curious what you guys think. If you don't mind, please share. It's just kind of between us and anybody watching who's interested. And I'm just kind of curious, what's really going on, because, there used to be a time where you're going to go to school, you're going to get good grades, you're going to go to college, you're going to get a degree, you're going to get a good job, in hopes of making, $120,000, $140,000, $160,000 a year, depending on, whichever part of the country you're in. Certain parts of the country, maybe you're going to make $250,000, and, things were going to be good, and, you were going to be able to have money for a down payment on a house and start building a family and things like that. And now it's a little different. And I'm just kind of curious, what do you think is the future of successful people growing up today in the next 5-10 years? How do you buy a Porsche? With inflation, with higher prices pretty much all throughout, with the car market, new and used prices going up extremely high, and limited availability, longer wait times, allocations, additional dealer markup. How do you do that? You know, if you want to go out, this is just me. If you want to go out and buy a cool car today, a cool car, a fast car, a nice car today, your budget probably needs to be around $70,000 to $120,000. That's a big budget. How do you do that? You know, you work hard, you got a great education, you know, you got a good job, maybe, so to speak, and you want to reward yourself for that. How do you do that? You know, and you know, and if you want to go beyond that, if you want supercar territory, now we're crossing 200,000 for a vehicle. So how do you do that? How do you get there? Is the answer to work for someone else? Is the answer to work for yourself? Is the answer to invest? Is the answer, you know, what is it? Just kind of curious. Just want you to share. This is not financial advice or anything like that. It's just having a conversation, dialogue between amongst car guys, so to speak. So if you would, I would appreciate it. You guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you real soon.